Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add filters to different clips or tracks in Shotcut. So, there's loads of different types of filters available in Shotcut. We've got a number of different video and audio filters. So, we've got different things such as color correction, effects like blur, chroma key, adjust the contrast, and many more. With audio, we've got things like compression, basic EQ, and limiting. So, an example of a filter that I've already used in this video is this text here. So I'm just going to take you through how you can add a filter. So first of all, make sure you select the clip that you'd like to apply your filter to. So in this case, I'm going to apply it to this clip at the start. Then go up to the Filters tab at the top to open up the filter window. So at the moment, I've already got my text and the fades. But I'm just going to add in a new filter now. So to add a filter, click on this plus button at the bottom left. Now we've got our list of favourites, video and audio filters. I want to add a video filter, but I know it's called text, so I'm just going to type that in the search bar at the top. So here I can add text. I'm going to choose simple. Now, one thing to note, make sure your playhead is over the clip that you're applying the filter to, or else you won't be able to see any changes you're making. By default, when you add text, this timecode is added, but I'm just going to highlight that and delete it. So here I'm just going to give it the name A Day in Bangkok. And then I'm just going to change the font. There's a font in here I quite like, so I'm just going to select this, and I'm going to make it bold. Now we can change the colour by simply clicking on the colour here and choosing whatever colour we like. I'm actually going to go for black and then press OK. You can reposition it by clicking and dragging on this dot in the centre, and you can adjust its size by clicking and dragging the corners. So as you can see there, I've quickly added that text. So that's just one example of adding a filter, but there's much more creative things you can do. Later on in this video, I want to make a jump cut with a zoom. So I want to apply a filter to this clip just here. So again, I'm going to click on the clip that I'd like to apply it to, make sure my filter tab is open, and click on the plus. Now I want to scale the clip a little bit here, so it's zoomed in, so I'm going to select Rotate and Scale. Now if I start adjusting these, we'll be able to see it's making a difference to our clip. Again, just make sure you've got the right clip selected and the playhead is over the clip you're working on. So I'm just going to increase the scale a little bit. And I can adjust this X and Y offset, so I can just reposition where it is on the screen. Right, now if I play this bit back, you can see there we're getting a bit of a zoom in time with music. Sometimes you may have adjusted the settings of one of your filters, and you might want to copy those onto another clip, so it's really quite easy to do so. Go down to here where it says copy the filters. Now that's copied. So I want to paste it onto this clip just here. So all I have to do is click on this icon, and that will paste the filter. So if we play this back, you can apply filters to your clips at any point, but the general workflow I tend to use is arrange my timeline and then apply filters afterwards. But if you're doing something like that, You may want to apply the same filter across your whole track on all the clips. Fortunately, you can do so very easily in Shotcut. I'm just going to open up a different project to show an example. So in this video here, I've made a number of edits to this track. But if I play this back,
rather than playing at the 5th fret, we got to go down to the 4th fret. That's because this...
You'll notice when I go to the second camera angle, it's not quite the right size. So I want to zoom this in a bit. But if I was to do it to each and every clip, I'd have to go through and copy and paste it onto every single one. So now, instead, what I'm going to do is add the filter to this track. So instead of selecting one of my clips, I'm actually going to click on the track header here. So it's selected. You'll see how it's highlighted red, showing it is selected. Now I can add my filter. So I'm going to make sure I've got filters open again and press the plus button. I'm going to type in rotate because I know it's called rotate in scale. And select this. Now I can simply zoom in on this video clip until it fits the screen. Sometimes it can be quite hard to click and drag these sliders to the right amount, so you can also double click and type in the number. So I'm just going to try and get the zoom right. Okay, that seems good. Now, if I play this video back...
Getting closer.
All the clips on this track have now had that filter applied. If you ever want to turn off a filter without removing it, you can simply click on the tick here and it will disable the filter. All your settings will be saved, but it won't be active. On lots of the filters, you can also save presets. So I could save this zoom if I wanted. Now it's going to be in my preset list. If you want to remove a filter, simply select it and press the minus button, and that will delete it. Careful when doing this, because you can't actually undo this action. Now, something else I should mention is if you apply a number of filters, be aware of their order. This can be really important when using some filters, such as audio filters, as the order of them will change how they behave. So if I add a few filters here, I'm just doing this randomly. What you can do is rearrange your filters. So simply click and drag to move them around. When you start using a number of different filters in your project, you may start to notice that the preview starts lagging. So this is generally because your computer is not powerful enough. So if you want to watch playback smoothly, just bypass the effects. Make sure you remember to re-enable them before you export the video, or else they won't be applied. Another thing to note, if your playback does start to lag, don't worry, as when you export it, this shouldn't be an issue. So when you do export it, just make sure you check it over, but it shouldn't cause a problem. I've also got a troubleshooting video to help improve the performance of Shotcut if it's causing problems. So in this video, I haven't gone into the specifics of any of these filters. There are so many of them, and I don't have time to take you through each and every one. Depending on what kind of video you're making, you'll need to use different filters. Some of these filters are for creative effects, and others are for correcting issues. So just remember, when adding a filter, you can swap between video and audio filters to reduce the amount you see. You can also favorite filters by clicking on the star on the top left. So for example, if I add this one balance to my favorites, now it's appeared in that list. You can also unfavorite them by clicking here. So that's just a basic overview on how you can add filters in Shotcut. Thanks for watching.